what exactly is our purpose on earth as young people? God has called us each to do a specific task. He has called us for a specific purpose. It is time for us to accept that purpose, and it's time for us to accept that challenge, and it's time for us to accept the mission that Christ has given us. It's time for us to proclaim the kingdom of God without any hindrance and with all boldness. God has called you to be bold. Let us be bold for Him. Welcome to the Outtakes.
Today we get to talk about a super fun and entertaining topic, and that is witnessing. Believe it or not, I have friends that think witnessing is not fun and entertaining. Don't really get it because maybe they've never gone witnessing. Because it actually is fun, and you get to meet a lot of really cool people, and you get to share your story with others. So that's just, that's my personal opinion on it. And interestingly enough, my friend Savannah here has the same opinion. She thinks witnessing is fun. She thinks it's so much fun that she actually dedicated a whole summer to some of the most hardcore witnessing that you can do. And she joined a program called Youth Rush that is a canvassing program. So Savannah, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what it means to canvass and why you're so interested in it?
All right. Well, basically, canvassing is a 10-week program, and you go door-to-door knocking, not only in communities, but you go businesses and wherever you can find people, and what your main goal is to share Christ to them. And what we do is we leave books on donations, and we have cookbooks, children books, even DVDs now. And so it's a really great witnessing tool to reach out to those in the community.
Right. So, I mean, obviously you spent, what was it, 10 weeks you said? 10 weeks of your summer canvassing and witnessing to others. You obviously must think that this is important. You obviously must think that there's a need for this. Can you explain to me, or explain to us, why you think that this is such an important thing?
Well, actually, the first time I did it, I was actually 15 years old, and they had an age limit, and for me, I was like, this is not going to stop me from trying to go do this work. And so I started applying to as many conferences, and I was accepted to one of them, and I knew that the Lord really wanted me to witness to others, because this work is so important, because sometimes you think you can witness to them like when you're at school and different places, but even at their door, you can still meet them and meet their needs.
Right. So, I mean, I think God gives us a mission, and I remember in our first video we talked about purpose. And part of our purpose is finishing that mission that Christ was talking about. So I think that what you're doing is a very bold thing too.
Yeah, that was one question I had. I'm kind of like nervous when I approach people. How do you get over like the scariness of walking up to someone's like front door, and then you're there, and you're on their property. They could shoot you. I mean, it's just not saying that you shouldn't go canvassing because you'll get shot.
No, you won't.
But you have your angels. But how do you get over like the fear? How do you be bold in that situation?
Well, in the beginning of canvassing, they actually start to train you before you go door to door. And for me, since I was really young, 15, I knew that I needed to pray a lot more. And as I was going door to door, I didn't look, when I went to the door, I didn't, for them to think that, oh, this is me, to whatever they rejected to me, giving me a rejection, it wasn't to me personally, they're rejecting Christ basically. And so I didn't take it to heart. And so that's one thing, as when we go witnessing, we shouldn't take things to heart saying, oh, wow, they don't like me because I'm sharing Christ. But really, they're rejecting Christ. And so that's something I've kept in my mind as I go door to door. And also, we have leaders, watching us. They go, in their vans, and we have walkie-talkies, and they, come with us sometimes to the door, and which is really helpful at times. And I know that the Lord has protected me for the past 2 summers, so I know He's protected many canvassers going door to door.
Wow, I think that if there's anything cooler, it'd be doing that. I mean, that's a cool way to witness to God for others. And I think, God, a part of being important, it's all about saving souls for the kingdom, right? And why is that important is because we want to expedite the second coming of Christ. And a part of that is finishing His mission, which He gave to us 2,000 years ago, So We want to witness for Christ, and that is a big part of being bold, is witnessing for others.
Yeah, so if you have an interest in witnessing, first of all, you don't have to canvas to witness to others. You can witness to someone at your school, like Savannah said, or even at your own home. But if you don't really have anything going on this summer, or you feel burdened that you should witness, I definitely would recommend canvassing. You can check out Youth Rush. If you search them up on Google. I'm not exactly sure.
We will put the link down.
Yeah, we'll put the link down there.
Below.
But yeah, that's a fantastic way to witness to others through canvassing and to share your story and the story of thousands of people through history through the selling of books. So I highly recommend it, and thank you, Savannah, so much for coming.
We thank you guys for watching as usual, and I hope this inspired you to do something fun for the summer and to continue witnessing for Christ. As usual, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Insta, like us on Facebook, and all that jazz. You could pin Savannah. Probably, I don't know, we'll see. But you could find us wherever and however. Don't forget to visit the website at theoddx.com, and if you want to see any of our previous videos, you can click right here, somewhere right here, and we'll see you next week.